You don't need a Nintendo Switch to play some amazing games from the Switch library, you just need your phone or tablet. Hey warriors, I'm Ben, and today on Android Gamespot, 15 of the best Switch ports you can play on mobile today. And before we begin, I make new videos like this every week, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified about the latest videos. And one last thing, for those of you on Instagram, check out these pages for a new photo every day. Number 15, Radiation Island. When Radiation Island was first released, I did a giveaway back in the days.
So how about a vacation on a tropical island? Maybe do some sightseeing, get to see some wildlife, and what's more, you won't be alone.
And I'll leave a link in the description down below for those of you who want to see the whole thing. Back to the game, Radiation Island throws you right in the heart of this island infested with zombies, played from the first-person perspective in an open world that would definitely test your survival crafting skills. The story is that you find yourself on this mysterious island and you need to first and foremost survive. That means finding food, tools to craft shelter, vehicles, and so on. And that would be your primary objective. And only then you need to disable the towers. Without spoiling too much, there is a number of Tesla towers scattered across the island, and the reason to what they are and what they do is revealed slowly through journals you find across the game. It got a release on the Switch as well, and having played both, I personally prefer the one on Android, and for $2.99 without ads or in-app purchases, if you choose that route, Radiation Island is great value for your money. Number 14, Morphit. Morphit came out on mobile phones first, about a year after the infamous No Man's Sky, a game I was hyped by, then disappointed when it got released. But I should revisit now that they patched up and improved the game. But Morphit isn't the No Man's Sky on mobiles some people think. But it's true that both of them are aiming at a similar scope. Morphit is at its core a space adventure, and unlike its bigger brother, it's a more direct, much tighter universe, and for one, I enjoyed that. The game will have you record the local creatures and plants with your scanner, fight off the bad guys with your gun and grenades, summon your drop pod through a beacon, shooting space pirates in your space travels, and a lot more. And for $7.99 you can play it either on the Switch or your Android and iOS devices. A must play in my book. Number 13, Riptide GP Renegade. Another game that I had a giveaway for is Riptide GP Renegade, and it is easily the best in the series and one of the best racing indie games on both the Switch and mobile. The game runs and plays great in all modes, and the gameplay mechanics and innovations are there whether you play this on mobile or on the more recent Switch release. There's a story and I'll salute that, but it is a little strange, but funny at times, and the graphics, especially the water animation, is top notch. Definitely one of the best jet ski racing games on both platforms. Number 12, Layton's Mystery Journey. Some of you know that I am a huge fan of the Layton series, and this is the 7th game released. It came out on the 3DS where I first played it, on Android and iOS where I finished it, and on the Switch where I haven't played it yet, but the Layton formula is here and it's still working great. Although I have to say that I wasn't impressed with the story. You play as Cat, and she just doesn't fill in the shoes of the professor as a character. That aside, the game is as charming as ever, the puzzles are fun, and it will have you scratching your head and smiling at the same time. And if you decide to play it on the Switch, you can use the Joy-Cons or the touchscreen feature. Number 11, Arena of Valor. Described by many as the League of Legends mobile, Arena of Valor is a fantastic MOBA on mobile, PC, and most recently, the Switch. You get to join 5 vs 5 players matches, rushing down 3 lanes with your minions to destroy the towers and the enemy's base. The controls are very responsive and easy to learn for that matter. There's a variety of champions to play with, each with their own unique abilities and playstyle. The game also features some quality animations, and you can play casual matches and ranked matches when you feel like testing your skills against the world. Number 10, The World Ends With You. Coming from the JRPG powerhouse Square Enix, The World Ends With You is a JRPG that was first released on the Nintendo DS, hence the screen controls. The combat is slightly different on mobile due to the use of one screen only, but it is still a very good port of the game. Personally, I prefer the mobile and Switch version over the original, as the game just feels better suited for the platform, and the mobile port has some welcome additions like improved graphics and new tracks to the already awesome soundtrack. Now, whether that's enough to justify the rather high price tag, that's for you to decide. Number 9. Icey. If you're looking for an amazing side-scrolling action RPG port on the Switch to play on mobile, then look no further. Icey is the game for you. The exceptional thing about this game is the fantastic combat mechanics. It's so smooth and fast-paced and an absolute blast to beat up the bad guys and progress through the story. Or not, if you choose to ignore the narrator's guidance and go rogue. Expect plenty of action, feel of progress, and lots of awesome surprises, and it's priced perfectly, so fans of the genre, you need to play this. Number 8. Horizon Chase Turbo. Some people never stopped loving the 90s arcade racing games, and neither did I. And if you feel the same way, then you're gonna love Horizon Chase Turbo, or Horizon Chase World Tour, as it's called on mobile. Alright, picture some gorgeous polygon type of graphics to really set the nostalgic feel. Throw in some awesome gameplay mechanics, add in some fun unlockable modes and a purely genius soundtrack to the tunes of the 16-bit games of the 90s, and you got Horizon Chase. The World Tour mode has you racing in different parts of the world as its name suggests, and this is my favorite game mode. Horizon Chase is the outrun mobile gamers never got, and even better as it has improved controls. Number 7. Crashlands. Crashlands on the Switch and mobile represents how mobile Western RPGs should be done. You play as Flux Dabes, a galactic trucker whose latest shipment gets derailed by an alien called Hugo Duco, leaving you stranded on an alien planet. So you need to craft, battle and quest your way to getting your ship fixed and back to your delivery pronto. Crashlands is super well designed to every small detail. It's tons of fun to play and it easily sucks you in for long and fun sessions. The open world is vast, the crafting mechanics are deep, and the controls work really well. Even the story is worth following through and it will definitely leave you with some memorable moments. Number 6. Limbo. Limbo is a puzzle platformer that mixes the two genres seamlessly while immersing you in its dark, colorless, grim world. Platforming wise, the boy you play as is well animated and the controls feel easy and natural. One thumb handles the movements while you can jump and do actions with the other. Puzzles wise, the game constantly throws fresh and original ideas your way, and not only you will have a blast solving them, but you will always be eager to get to the next challenge, even though you will die like a million times in the course of the game. Number 5. Cat Quest. Picture an open world Zelda adventure game fused with Skyrim types of quests, and you got a pretty good idea of what Cat Quest is all about. You will fight monsters, cast spells, and battle dragon bosses along the way. You play as, surprise surprise, a cat, and the strong and silent type for that matter, and you discover your dragon blood, a special breed of elite cats, and you are after your sister who got catnapped. That's right, catnapped. The story isn't the best in the genre, but it's cute and funny at times. The combat is satisfying and there are plenty of side quests to keep you hooked long after you've beaten the last boss. Although the quest system in itself isn't ideal, as you can easily miss out on some by not seeing them, and that brings up another issue with the game: the map. The map doesn't let you fast travel, which is a shame, and your sidekick in the game talks way too much. All things said, Cat Quest is a fun Zelda meets Skyrim spin-off that deserves your attention. Number 4. Oxenfree. Oxenfree is as entertaining as it is brilliant. This supernatural thriller mystery game about a group of friends who go out to have fun the night before their senior year of high school are in for a treat, and so are you. The story-driven graphic adventure has a strong feel of Stranger Things and is absolutely fantastic. The graphics are amazing, the soundtrack is top-notch, and they nailed the voice acting. And although the movements in the game often feels rather slow and some dialogues feel unrealistic, Oxenfree has a great replay value, and for all fans of Stranger Things, Stephen King and X-Files, you will certainly enjoy this. Number 3. Animus. There's a lot to like about Animus. This Dark Souls type of game has a combat system that is balanced well enough between grinding for gear and getting a grasp of the reflexes and physical tells of the enemies. In Animus, you go through a variety of mission-based structures designed for shorter sessions that best suit playing on mobile. Overall, the game is a Dark Souls-like experience that isn't up to the standards of, say, Dark Souls on the Switch, but that is the best Dark Souls spin-off on Android and iOS. It is optimized and designed to be played on mobile, and if you want to know more, I made an entire video about Animus and I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to check it out. Number 2. Lanota. Lanota is a fantastic rhythm game that immerses you in its beautiful world where tapping in time to a song is a fully fledged adventure. The game brings a fresh idea to a tired formula for the genre, and you tap, slide or swipe these bars at the right time to progress through the story. A beautifully crafted story and the hand-painted artwork illustrating is absolutely top-notch. You follow the story of Physica and Ritmo, two children who are attempting to bring color to a faded, monochromatic world. This is an ambitious and wonderful adventure, and what's better is that you can try it out for free before you invest any money. We're almost at the number 1, but before we check out the champion, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. Final Fantasy IX. Whether you have played Final Fantasy IX before or not, this is, in my opinion, one of the best RPG ports by Square Enix on mobile. Graphic-wise, you are presented with some beautiful visuals. We're talking static imagery that makes up the towns, landscapes and dungeons of the impressively diverse world of Gaia. The level of attention given to the design of the environment is matched with the absolutely awesome narrative and deep story where you play as Zidane. No, not that Zidane. And you're trying to help the princess to confront a corrupt queen. Combat-wise, JRPG and Final Fantasy fans will be right at home with the game's turn-based mechanics and the good old heal, buff, summon, magic combo taking care of business. As this is a port of a game that's almost 2 decades old, you may be wondering what updates this port brings. Well, you can now speed up the game dramatically, turn off random encounters, battle assistance, switch OP your whole team, and 999 mode, which makes all the attacks hit max damage. An autosave feature has also been added, and let's not forget about the masterpiece of a soundtrack composed by Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of most Final Fantasy games and one of the most respected composers in the gaming industry. Final Fantasy IX comes with a high price tag as far as mobile games are concerned, but the value here is absolutely worth every cent. And that sums up the top 15 Switch ports you can play on mobile. Which is your favorite? And do you agree with the list? Let's continue the discussion in the comments down below. Of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, as it helps me out greatly. And subscribing is a good idea if you haven't yet, as I make new videos like this every week. Also, I have a Patreon page where you can get extra content and cool rewards like having your name in the videos for as little as $1. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you warriors for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android Gamespot. Stay epic!